And welcome to another show. You know, your child wants to go vegan? Now what? Well, perhaps my special guest for this episode can show you how to learn how to support kids animal-friendly and healthy with decisions to stop eating animals. Faith Robinson is a senior strategist at People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals, our good friends at PETA. Welcome, Faith.
Thank you so much for having me.
Well, Faith, apparently young people care about animals. More and more kids are deciding to go vegan by ditching meat, eggs, and dairy. Is that right?
That's correct. So many kids, they see animals as individuals and they have a natural compassion for them. Animals feel pain just as you and I do, and children don't want to do anything that will hurt them. So it's, no surprise that we're seeing more and more kids wanting to go vegan and leave animals off their plate.
Right. And, thanks to new cookbooks and websites and I guess social media accounts that focus on raising vegan kids, it's easier than ever to pack lunchboxes with some tasty vegan. It takes on traditional favorites. I gather most children of faith now understand, though, that cows and pigs and fish and other animals have feelings, just like humans, as you were saying. They don't want to do anything that hurts them. And parents can help kids put kindness into practice by showing them that animals are indeed friends and not food, which helps teach them empathy and combat bullying as well. Have you found that?
Absolutely. With bullying so rampant these days and really school shootings and violence on everyone's mind, teaching kids early on about empathy to everyone is one of the most important lessons that we can teach to our children. I myself have a 2-year-old at home, so we have these conversations often about treating animals with respect. So really, if we want our children to grow up in a less violent world, we can start with simple changes like things about what we eat, to show them that we should have compassion for everyone.
Mm-hmm. Well, let me ask you this then. What should parents do if their child expresses wanting to go vegan, just like your daughter?
Yeah, I think parents should really be thrilled that their child is making a decision to help animals and our planet. By going vegan, each person saves about 200 animals every year. And it's so easy these days to enjoy all the same great flavors and meals that you like without any of the cruelty. So parents can familiarize themselves with a lot of great resources. Like you mentioned, there's tons of cookbooks and social media accounts. But you can also visit PETAkids.com, and we've got resources on, where you can find vegan kids meals. What restaurants just have vegan options in general, which most do these days, and recipes that you can make together as a family.
Did I hear you correctly? Each person gobbles up 200 animals a year? Is that what you said?
Yes, about 200 animals every year that you can save if you go vegan. It's a tremendously high number when you think about it. And that's, like I said, every year. So it's great compassionate decision that people are making when they're choosing, to go vegan.
Mm-hmm. Puts a whole different perspective on things, doesn't it?
It does, absolutely.
We touched on places to go, cookbooks, websites, and so on. What are some easy ideas, for moms listening, for vegan school lunches? Got some ideas for us?
Yes, you can look at even some traditional options that you might have grown up eating. You can toss in a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, or grab some tofurkey deli slices and some vegan cheese for sandwiches or crackers to go along with those fruits and veggies that you are probably already packing for your kid. If you're looking for some whole food options, you can try some vegetable fried rice or make egg salad from chickpeas or tofu. The possibilities are really endless.
I'm trying to flash back when I was a young guy, but if I looked at a vegan diet of beans and grains and fruits and veggies, I think I would have had some trouble. How does one psychologically turn children onto this type of food?
Well, you can eat those same things that you enjoy eating. My family, we love to grill out. We're in Texas. A lot of people are grilling out, especially in the summer. So we make Beyond Meat burgers out on our grill. We make, those with vegan cheese and vegan mayo. really delicious. My toddler loves vegan nuggets that you can find in the frozen section of your grocery store. So you can eat some of those same great flavors and enjoy all of that without harming animals.
We touched before, Faith, on empathy and combating bullying, which is, a bit of a disease in today's society we've got to get rid of. Why is it important, do you think, to instill empathy in kids at a young age?
It's important for them to understand how others should be treated with respect, just as they would want to be treated. And this should extend to animals as well. One of the best things that we can do is talk to them about how animals are treated when they're raised for food in our food system today. And they can really understand what those animals are going through, how horrible it is that they're raised in crowded and filthy conditions, and that they're carted off to be killed for the foods that you may have eaten before. So, it's great to use this as an opportunity to have those conversations with kids, and they're naturally empathetic. And so I know that they'll really pick up and want to go vegan and help animals.
Are there age-appropriate ways for parents or guardians, for that matter, to teach young kids about being kind to animals?
Yeah, reading books is a great way to instill empathy and kindness for all and younger kids, and they can impart important messages to children about how we treat others. There's a couple of books that are in regular rotation in my home, like Hey, Little Ant and Before You Were Mine. We also have a great list of all sorts of books available at PETAkids.com if anyone wants to check those out.
Yeah, you're a senior strategist at People for PETA. The Mark Bishop Show, good friends with PETA. We've had everybody on, including the owner and the founder, for that matter. You do a lot of great work. And when you say strategist now, what is your role with PETA from a point of view of, we're talking about vegan food now. What areas come under play for your particular domain?
Well, our organization focuses our attention on the 4 areas in which the largest numbers of animals suffer the most intensely and for the longest period of time, which is in laboratories, in the food industry, in the clothing trade, and in the entertainment business. So I work at PETA here to help support young people ages 13 to 24 in their efforts to fight against speciesism, or the idea that one species should be treated differently than another. So we work with students who are waging campaigns against their university's use of animals in experimentation, and supporting college students who are campaigning to get more vegan options in the dining hall. There's so many young people out there making positive changes for animals and really making our whole world a better place.
Well, I know there are changes going on definitely along the food chain, because there's companies now excelling, in fact, in sales to what it used to be in, non-meats, non-leather, non-other areas that, of course, the animals have to be slaughtered to be able to retrieve from. But there's now, all sorts of things out there, isn't there?
Absolutely. It's so mainstream now. You're seeing so many new businesses and companies come together making vegan alternatives, because being vegan isn't just about what you eat, it's about how you live. And there's so many young people today who are living a vegan lifestyle to avoid contributing to the suffering of animals who are abused and killed, not only for food, but also for household and cosmetic products, for clothing, like you mentioned, and even for entertainment in places like SeaWorld or roadside zoos.
Well, I tell you what, fabulous job, Peter. And this particular episode geared around vegan, it is becoming more popular. In fact, for moms, I think the best thing to do is, because you've got recipes and all sorts of things on PETAkids.com, right?
That's correct. You find so many resources and recipes there.
So that's what you should do. Today, we were speaking with Faith Robinson, and she is a senior strategist at PETA, People for Ethical Treatment of Animals. Go to www.PETAkids.com, all one word, PETA KIDS, PETAkids.com. And you'll get a much better idea of what we were talking about. And you can get some help there to get your children going. Hey, Faith, it's been great. Thanks for taking time out.
Thank you so much for having me.
All right. Have a good day.
You too.